Hey, welcome back everybody. So I had a request from one of the viewers to show how this front windshield trim piece fits or not. I'm doing a test fit right now and I've got a couple issues that I'm gonna work on, but I'll show you how this attaches. So first of all, you have these clips here that attach to the header frame, and this one is actually not in because it looks like this angle is a little too sharp here on the header, and this needs to come forward a little bit, as this piece is just not wanting to curve quite in there. So we'll get to that later. The other issue I have is, you remember, I don't know if you saw the last video, but where I got a couple clips higher. So I'm just looking at this gap. You can see here, this looks pretty good. And then whoop, quite a bit higher here, and then we settle back down. So by putting this in and looking at it from the inside out, it's really easy to see, you know, how this is lining up. And unfortunately, I got these two, which is like the middle right, and then the second one out from the center, they're a little too high, and so I want to address that. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to address it, but I got to move those down because I can actually see, if I look from the front, and it's hard to see, I know, at this particular moment with the lighting and everything, but if I look here from the front, I can actually see that change a little. So I want to address that. This side or corner fits pretty well, so I'm happy with that. So this is how I'm checking, and then I can kind of see where this, you know, is lining up to the header shape. Now this is all these corners and the top header are aftermarket third-party stuff. So get out your hammer and your chisel and you know, you got to shape it a little bit. But let me take this off. Before I do, I will show you the underside so you can see the clips. All right, so I'll take this off and I'll show you this piece more specifically. Okay, so we're sort of halfway through taking this out. Be really careful, and what I found success with is using one of these trim pry tools and just get under there and, you know, gently lift up and you can pry it out. So that is what it looks like on the bottom. I'll give you a better look in a second. Let's get this last guy out, and hopefully I can do that without dropping this. Here we go. All right, so let's take a look at this. Now you can see, how there's a little bulb at the end. I don't know if I can show you. It's kind of hard to see, but let's put this down. See that? So that metal is folded over, and as a result, you've got this there's a little bulb there. Well, I don't know if it's a bulb, it's a rounded part that sticks out. So that part, when you put it in these clips over here, it kind of locks it into place. So, okay guys, see inside there? See inside the clip? You see that little channel there? You can barely see it. So you see how that's got a little shape to it? So this little area right here, that is shaped to receive the end of these clips. All right, right there. So that means that your clip height is going to hold the trim specifically at that height. I thought the trim just kind of slipped in there and you could sort of just, you know, adjust it, or it would hit the windshield and it would stay, you know, wherever. But it's not. It's very specific. So all of these, that little line right there, that means that I have to adjust the height of these specifically. So again, I might have to move. You see how this one lines up with the header right there, and then this one clearly doesn't. So that's what I'm gonna fix. I have to get all these are okay. These three over here are okay. It's actually just these two that I have to adjust, but this one especially, it's way off. This one tiny bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't really, I don't need to move it enough to re-drill the hole, so I might just have to like enlarge the hole a little, get some JB weld, or put a nut on the other end. I was thinking about putting an actual bolt through and then just put a nut on the other side, because if I open up this hole, you know, to move it down, I'm gonna have to tighten it up somehow. But you know what? In cases like this, JB Weld is your friend, and it might be fine for these, because, you know, honestly, they're just clips holding trim in, and once they're in place, they're not really going to go anywhere, especially because the trim will hold itself in. So I just need to get the clips at the height so that they hold the trim at the right height. But this is, you know, all very light, super lightweight stuff. It's not really a, once it's lined up and in place, I think the clips will hold, even if they're not, you know, super strong in there. Anyway, that's it, you guys. I hope this is helpful. If you have any other questions or requests, let me know. And we're going to keep moving forward. So we'll see. I'll check back with you a little bit later, and we'll see about the progress I've made. All right. See ya.